according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
Tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam.
I'm robbing y'all. Phelps does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated.
It appears Floyd Mayweather may be unraveling his own legacy. Recently, Floyd claimed he purchased $42 million worth of Manhattan apartments, but official records tell a different story. No verified deal appears on file. He boasted online about owning entire buildings outright, yet those claims now look questionable. This situation could permanently damage his credibility.
All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I'm bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings.
As Floyd Mayweather approaches 50, his obsession with flaunting wealth shows no signs of slowing down. He regularly posts videos displaying designer outfits, private jets, and massive stacks of cash. Critics argue this constant need to prove success is what's steering him toward financial trouble. Instead of building security, he seems focused on sustaining an illusion.
It kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
In one viral video, Floyd spreads bundles of cash across a table like a display. He waves stacks of $100 bills as trophies. But when someone feels the need to constantly show physical cash, it often signals insecurity. True wealth is quiet. Real wealth doesn't need validation from the internet.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Mayweather may be undefeated, but that doesn't mean fans enjoy watching him fight. Many openly admit they tune in hoping to see him lose. His defensive style is often labeled dull, and combined with his arrogance, it's easy to understand why people cheer for his downfall more than his victories.
One of the best middleweights of all time is fighting this weekend. I didn't say greatest, I said best. I am really high on Janibek Manila. He beats Canelo, he knocks out Crawford with ease. This guy's a monster. Absolute freak. If you guys haven't watched his highlights, if you guys haven't watched the full fight, go watch him. He's fighting this weekend. Make sure you guys tune in. His last fight was absolutely domination. This should be illegal. But a lot of people ask me like, Jerry, why are you so high on Janibek? What does Jennebeck do, or whatever the case may be. The guy is huge for 160. He's huge for 168. He debuted at 175. He's a light heavyweight. He's cutting down to 160 because Canelo won't give him the fight at 68. And 75, he's still a bit undersized. But he's a southpaw, quick hands, quick feet, explosive one-punch knockout power, insane timing, insane punch selection, amazing boxer on the inside. Probably a top 3 boxer when it comes to fighting on the inside the pocket. Probably has the best uppercut in all of boxing. Jennebeck Manila is a monster. I hope you guys tune in this weekend to see what I've been seeing.
Not long ago, Floyd was banned for promoting financial scams. He endorsed questionable crypto projects and fast cash schemes. Once the ban ended, he returned to the same behavior, this time partnering with Kim Kardashian on an NFT promotion. Instead of learning, he appears to be repeating the same money-driven mistakes.
Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Syntratech. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over, and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
NFT world, and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweatherverse. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months.
It's obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on him. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT products.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now. Matter of fact, don't even wait till August 10th. Get it now. My NFT. Own a piece of my life.
I'm not just in 30% or 40%, full 100%. I'm behind you. I'm all.
Now, Floyd's World was indeed a huge success for Floyd Mayweather, who raked in $4.9 million. But what happened to his fans? Well, they're furious because the price of this NFT has collapsed over 90%, and they angrily responded in the comment section, "You already have an NFT project. It's called @RealFloydNFT. You released it last year and then stopped working on it immediately after. Have you been punched in the head so much you're forgetting these things now?"
From alleged tax issues to reports of being detained in Dubai over unpaid jewelry, Floyd's history is filled with financial controversies. These aren't isolated incidents, but part of a troubling pattern. It's no longer just about money lost. It's about trust eroded, credibility damaged, and control slipping over his public image.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd has earned millions. Yet he's also been accused of taking money for events and merchandise that never materialized. Fans have paid for meet and greets, appearances, and exclusive content that allegedly never happened. A TikTok expose highlighted how much of his brand may rely on hype rather than substance. Floyd also claimed he earned $100 million from the Conor McGregor fight, but insiders and analysts have questioned those figures.
What's the biggest fight you've ever had?
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah. So that worked out okay.
It did.
Chael Sonnen, a fellow fighter and master trash talker, offered a sharp assessment. Floyd's issue isn't earning money, it's spending it. He no longer fights for pride or legacy, but for paychecks that fund his lifestyle of cars, jets, and excess. He's gone from chasing belts to chasing bills.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired. Why? Why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Floyd Mayweather often links wealth directly to success, using social media to showcase his fortune. From stacks of cash to luxury cars, his posts are filled with status symbols. While Floyd views this as proof of achievement, critics like Shannon Sharp have raised concerns. They argue that constant money flaunting reflects poor financial discipline and an unhealthy focus on image. Rather than building lasting wealth, Floyd appears driven by the need to impress, a mindset that could lead to long-term financial issues.
The Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. He had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, but whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Whether admired or disliked, Mayweather has built a reputation not only for winning fights, but for being one of the most arrogant figures in sports. He has openly said he values money more than legacy. That mindset may have brought short-term riches, but it also fueled resentment. For critics, that resentment makes his potential downfall more satisfying.
Floyd Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank. I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust. Money over legacy, currency over legacy. Because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that. I'm going to do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you hating on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter. But people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut. They never saw his scenic route.
When Floyd came out of retirement to face Logan Paul, it wasn't about competition. It was about money. His debts and lifestyle expenses had piled up, making the exhibition fight a payday. But Logan Paul later accused him of failing to pay the $3 million owed. The situation quickly shifted from boxing to legal threats. Logan even joked that Floyd might be broke. Behind the humor, the question remains serious. Real billionaires don't need to constantly reassure the world they're rich.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
I remember the week before I fought Floyd, I was in my hotel room by myself with my mind about to implode.
You're about to fight arguably the greatest boxer of all time.
As an 0-1 YouTuber.
It's great that you got the job done of getting the paperwork. I got Floyd Mayweather to agree to fight me. But you gave him a respectable performance to where where like people walked away and it's not a gimmick anymore.
I owe Florida thanks. Floyd Mayweather, looking forward to receiving the rest of the money you owe me, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
The situation escalated when Logan Paul threatened legal action over the unpaid millions, bluntly saying he would take Floyd to court. If Logan were to win, it wouldn't just mean financial loss, but another blow to Floyd's already damaged reputation. These aren't simple business errors anymore. They suggest someone spiraling out of control.
Is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this one to court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm with you. I'm not with you. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
This wouldn't be Floyd's first encounter with the law. He has served jail time before and often speaks about how fame cost him his freedom. The irony is that his own decisions, financial and otherwise, continue pulling him toward more legal trouble. Wealth means little if it can't protect you from consequences.
You know, I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, she was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, you know, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, you know, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back.
Former friend 50 Cent has also shared his experience, claiming Floyd never repaid money for projects he helped support. Floyd reportedly said he never asked for the help. That response reflects more than ingratitude. It shows a pattern of using people when convenient and discarding them later. Floyd Mayweather once called himself the greatest ever, building an empire with his fists. Now that empire appears to be crumbling under ego, scams, and reckless spending. From legal threats to questionable investments, from unpaid fighters to shady endorsements, the fire is spreading. And this time, there may be no comeback.
Anybody who knows Floyd knows he doesn't want to be alone. So in that situation, like, I was concerned about him because, like, I went to visit him more than anyone else that he would qualify and would actually visit him. And it's because I knew that he, put it like this, he'll buy stuff for you to keep you around. His temperament, there's no balance. Like, he can do anything and they still stay there because it's like they're
Yes, man.
Right.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.